It's the most common cancer in adults over 50 years old, but younger adults are becoming at higher risk for the disease. Here to tell us why is Dr. Ernst with Cornerstone Health Center. And Dr. Ernst, welcome to the show. This is a very important subject.
It is.
All right, well, let's talk about colorectal cancer. All right, what is it, sir?
So technically, by definition, it's a combination of either cancer in the colon or the rectum, which is the large intestine. So that's colorectal. And in essence, it's a type of cancer that tends to affect us as we get closer into our wise age, 50 plus. But that's what we're starting to see is now we're starting to find it in those under 50.
Well, so what are some of the risks of getting disease? I guess it includes like being overweight, some consumption of processed foods, but what are some of the other root causes?
Well, so the typical answer and response would be obesity, history of smoking, drinking, even your diet. There's a lot of evidence suggesting that certain processed proteins, so lunch meats, deli meats, and highly processed meats have been found to be an aggravant and a cause for colon cancer.
Wow, so you just kind of mentioned that this is becoming a problem in the younger community. So why are doctors seeing an uptick in people in their late 30s with colorectal cancer?
So there was a recent study found out mostly we would find colon cancer or colorectal cancer in those over 50, which is why the recommendations are to start getting a colonoscopy as you turn 50. But we're seeing it more in the population of adults that are 30, 35, 40, and it partly has to do with the fact that we're more stressed out than ever before. A lot of people have student loan debts or mortgage debts or even high credit card bills, and stress is a huge player because it affects how the colon works.
So is stress the biggest risk for younger adults?
It is, partly because younger adults today are eating more processed foods. They're having a lot of stress with their diet. They're mentally stressed, physically stressed, emotionally stressed, and all of those tie together for the perfect storm that can create a irritation to the intestine and lead to things like colon cancer.
Well, how can one prevent colon cancer from forming?
So the easiest way is to really get moving, but I don't want you to think it means exercise. It means to get your colon moving. A lot of people deal with constipation, which is where if you're only having one bowel release a day, you're at risk for colon cancer in the future, because if all the stool sits in you for long periods of time, you reabsorb the toxins and the bacteria, and that can actually irritate the colon. So we want you having a healthy 2 to 3 bowel movements a day. So physically, exercise can get the colon moving, increasing your fiber, reducing your grains. Wheat, corn, and rice actually gum the gut up, and it slows down the ability for you to excrete your waste and toxins.
Wow, okay, so I'm going to throw another question. How can chiropractic care help in this process?
So this is one of those controversial subjects because a lot of people think chiropractic care is for neck pain, back pain, and headaches. But there's some recent evidence showing that the colon is directly connected to your neurological system through what's called the enteric nerve system. So it's a unique nerve system that connects between the brain and the spinal cord. So chiropractically, they would say if there's interference in that enteric nerve system, then the colon doesn't perform its function properly, and it can lead to disease of the colon. Remove the interference, colon works better, cancer risks are down.
So this is about eating better and really taking care of your gut.
So it's that, and in combination of sort of focusing on the things that help the intestine to work. We need to not only eat well, we need to make sure our colon is moving, we need to make sure our spine's aligned properly, we have to decrease the toxins from the foods we eat, and that keeps the bowels clean, decreases our risk for cancer in the future.
Well, if you want to learn more, Dr. Ernst is offering a complimentary 15-minute consultation to discuss colon health and other health issues. The number to call is 704-597-7490. Now, if you choose option 1, you have to choose option 1, and the scheduling coordinator will make your called appointment. You can also visit AskDrErnst.com/consultation. Dr. Ernst, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.